In a shameless bid to woo the Khalistani vote bank, I have no hesitation in saying this upfront, viewers. This is a shameless bid to woo the Khalistani vote bank. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau gate-crashed a Diljit Dosanjh concert. Pictures on your screen. Turning a celebration of music into a calculated political stunt. His seemingly innocuous praise for a guy from Punjab, quote-unquote, selling out stadia in Toronto masks a deeper and more insidious agenda. Trudeau's Canada has become a breeding ground for violent anti-India forces. Not too long ago, pro-Khalistan slogans echoed during Trudeau's speech at the Khalsa Day event, and he stood there and promised to protect the rights and freedoms of those who raised those slogans. The Trudeau administration has ignored multiple requests from India to extradite terrorists and gangsters hiding in Canada, showcasing its blatant disregard for international justice. From Kanishka bombing perpetrators to terrorists like Niger, it's no secret, viewers, that Trudeau has consistently placated anti-India Khalistani forces in Canada to secure votes. That's the only motivation. And his latest antics are no different, exploiting the success of a proud Indian artist to pander to Khalistani forces within his country. As we see through this brazen maneuver, we will expose how Trudeau's so-called support for diversity is a thin veil for his true motives. The sinister undercurrents of Trudeau's political playbook has implications for India as it fights against all forms of secessionism and extremism. This is not just a harmless concert photo opportunity, viewers, by Justin Trudeau. Do not get misled. It's a calculated move with dangerous consequences.
Indian music sensation Diljit Dosanjh created history in Canada. He received a full house at the Rogers Stadium in Toronto. Diljit had a surprise visitor at the venue. It was the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. What was meant to be a concert photo op took a political turn when Justin Trudeau posted on the social media about his stopover at Diljit's concert. He said, and I quote, "Stopped at Rogers Centre to wish Diljit Dosanjh good luck before his show. Canada is a great country, one where a guy from Punjab can make history and sell out stadiums. Diversity isn't just our strength, it's a superpower." Focused on the mentioned guy from Punjab, Diljit Dosanjh, a proud Indian, a phenomenal artist and a great musician, travels across the world on an Indian passport. The Canadian Prime Minister chose just to mention his Punjabi identity and not his Indian identity. Alluding to Justin Trudeau's history, leaders in the BJP pointed that this is mischievous wordplay.
अपने कलाकार ने अपनी पूरी दुनिया के अंदर ऐसी पैंट बनाई कि वहां के चुने प्रधानमंत्री आते हैं, उनके साथ खड़े होकर फोटो डालते हैं। छोटी बात नहीं थी, लेकिन जस्टिन ट्रूडो ने उसके बाद जो किया, मुझे उसका खेद है, दुख है। उन्होंने अपने अच्छे किए हुए काम को सब मिट्टी कर दिया, कूड़ा कर दिया। उन्होंने जब उन्होंने भारत के इस नौजवान के प्रति जब अपने भाव व्यक्त किए, तो उन्होंने भारत का नाम, इंडिया का नाम लेना भी ठीक नहीं समझा।
Has Trudeau's divisive agenda been called out? Or was it harmless praise with no ulterior motives?
जो पंजाब के लोगों का सम्मान होता है विदेशों में, उसको तो खुशी होनी चाहिए सरसा जी को, उसको इस पे आपत्ति नहीं होनी चाहिए.
A leader who waged a diplomatic war with India for a Khalistani terrorist.
A moment of silence in memory of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, assassinated in Surrey, British Columbia 1 year ago today. I now invite honorable members to rise.
A man who enjoys pro-Khalistan chants at his events. a Prime Minister who allowed the celebration of a former Indian Prime Minister's assassination, and a politician who's bent over backwards to appease anti-India and pro-Khalistani forces for his vote bank. Trudeau's antecedents say a lot about his agenda, but this time did the Canadian Prime Minister try to use India's pride, Diljit Dosanjh, to divide for his shallow political gains?
Let's open this up. RP Singh, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Puneet Sahni, researcher on evolution of Sikh identity and Khalistani terrorism, Tushar Gupta, political analyst, Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst, Ahmad Ayaz, also on the show, Gurtesh Singh, who's an activist. Gentlemen, good evening. Tushar, I want to ask you, why is this post by Justin Trudeau such a problem? Why is this not an innocent post?
Thank you for having me. Look, there are two answers to this. Let's start with a simpler answer first. Justin Trudeau's government runs with the support of the NDP, which is headed by Jagmeet Singh, whose thoughts on the cave movement are quite well known. His thoughts on the kind of violence that was seen by some people in Canada against the Indian consulates is also well documented. We all know what Jagmeet Singh thinks about the protests that happen in India. He calls them the freedom of expression. We all know what Jagmeet thinks about radical elements who often, carry out marches in Canada where the posters and cutouts of Indira Gandhi are also seen, the late Prime Minister of India. So we all know what Justin Trudeau was trying to do here. There's no innocent answer to it. He was trying to incite that separatist sentiment to cater to his domestic vote bank, because Justin Trudeau, unfortunately, is that kind of a leader, naive you might call it, who prefers his domestic politics to be sorted first, even if it endangers his diplomatic relationship. But Pranesh, there is a second and a difficult answer to it. I'm not trying to blame the artist here, but also in the past, there was another instance when one of the actors from India starred in a very big Hollywood movie. And over there in that movie, his character is referred by his regional identity and not by his national identity. In the movie, his character, and he's a famous actor, mind you, and there was quite the furor even then also, is his identity is attributed to his region, and that is what we saw with Diljit Dosanjh also that day. Pranesh, my worry is that we do not want to let the regional sentiments triumph the nationalistic sentiments. Even though we have an LOP who goes abroad and says that, India is a union of states like the European Union and, all that nonsense. But we must understand that, and the artists who are representing India, not the states alone, India, must understand that their identity is national first, regional second. That is how that works. So there will be people who would try to peddle their agenda, people like Justin Trudeau. There will be a lot of people across the world, but the artists also need to understand that the people who try to put their regional identity above their Indian identity are using them as political tools to peddle their own agenda against India. That's the difficult answer that we need to discuss.
Right. So you're saying Justin Trudeau is using a proud Indian, in this case Diljit Dosanjh, to further his political agenda. Which is why, is this the reason why RP Singh, the BJP, has called it mischief by Justin Trudeau?
Well, that's not the first time Justin Trudeau is doing so. Tushar will voice this, that he has the political compulsions. People in public life, in politics, they go by the political compulsions because he has to stay in power. And in the House of 338, his party has 155 members. And he needs support of 24 members of the Jagmeet Singh's party. And if he needs the support of Jagmeet Singh party, the NDP, then obviously he will toe their line. And their line is clear. They are pro-Khalistan. They want to segregate India. They want to make a separate nation within India, that's Khalistan. That's the agenda of the Jagmeet Singh's party, with whose support he is running the government. One. Secondly, just as I said, he speaks about Nijar's killing, that Nijar was killed, and he never talked about evidence. He has not, the Canadian government has not given a single piece of evidence. But they miss on one basic thing, that they don't speak on Ripu Daman Singh Malik.
Right.
Ripu Daman Singh Malik was also killed at Nijar by give me a second. Ripu Daman Singh Malik was also part of the team of this same gang, which was part of the team which did the Canadian aeroplane blast. So, but he will never condemn that.
I understand you're questioning the patronage, not just by Justin Trudeau. There is history to it.
No.
Let me bring in the others. I get the point. Sardar RP Singh, I get your point. Gurtej Singh, why are you holding your hand up? Do you disagree with what Tushar Gupta and RP Singh have said so far?
See, Yes, I completely disagree. See, let's just read the tweet first. Let's just see what he's written. He says, Canada is a great country, one where a guy from Punjab can make history and sell out stadiums. Diversity isn't just our strength, it's a superpower. Now, if you look at the tweet clearly, it is simply spelled out what it means. Why are we connecting non-issues such as, oh, it should have been India and not Punjab? Is Punjab not a part of India? Is Punjab somewhere else? Is Diljit Dosanjh belonging to some other Punjab? We know what Punjab has been referred to. It is just trying to rake up non-issues, and you just read the tweet, you'll come to know.
No, we've
connecting non-issues with this, connecting issues
it is a
which are not
non-issue.
relevant
You think
with
this is a non-issue? Before I bring in Tushar once again,
please,
I want to bring in Puneet Sahani.
Let me complete
okay,
first.
Make your point.
Please let me complete.
Yes.
Hello. No. First, we should appreciate what Justin Trudeau has done. Justin Trudeau has gone and appreciated a guy who has risen from a humble background, and he has appreciated, acknowledged the efforts of
Mr. Gurtej
somebody
Singh,
who's an
Diljit
artist.
Dosanjh.
He is not praising some Khalistani.
You are not answering the question. You're catching the wrong end of the stick. I'll tell you why. 1 minute, Gurtej Singh ji. First of all, let me make this clear. This is to you and for people who are watching this broadcast. Diljit Dosanjh does not need any endorsement from a terror sympathizer. From a terror sympathizer, and I'm speaking responsibly. Like Justin Trudeau. I will tell you what Justin Trudeau has been up to. Now listen to me. Arshdeep Singh Dhalla of Khalistan Tiger Force stays in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Mr. Trudeau is not taking action. Satinder Jeet Singh Brar, aka Goldie Brar, also in Canada. You have Snowbird Hillno, Ramandeep Singh, aka Raman Judge, stays in Canada. Gurjeet Singh Chima of the Khalistan Liberation Front. Gurjeet Singh Pannu, Gurjeet Singh of KLF, Gurpreet Singh of KLF, Tehal Singh of ISYF. So the list is long. I have the list here. So Gurtej Singh, don't make this about Diljit Dosanjh. Do not make this about him. He is a proud Indian and he does not need any certificate from Justin Trudeau.
I am in agreement with them. Yes, he should have written India. But why not India? Why don't he write Asia only?
Why doesn't he? Now you are trivializing this. Now you are trivializing this.
Write world.
Let me quickly bring in Tushar. Tushar, one answer. Then I am coming to you, Puneet. I am coming to you after Tushar.
You know, Pranesh, this is the problem. Gurtej is pushing this debate into a very dangerous direction. Number one, Diljit Dosanjh doesn't need Canada to have a full house concert. He has full house concert across the world. He has it in India, he has it in America, he has it in Europe, he has it everywhere. So let's not pretend that it's only in Canada where he gets a full house, he gets it everywhere. He's a renowned artist and he's a very respected artist. Number one. Number two, you're talking about Justin Trudeau praising a guy who's risen from a humble background. Sir, in Canada, there was a truck driver protest in which a lot of Punjabis had also participated. Justin Trudeau did not shy away from freezing their bank accounts. Were those Punjabis not from humble backgrounds? Why was Justin Trudeau's behavior to them so partial? So radical. While he was having the freedom of speech and expression for the protesters in India, in Canada, against the people who are protesting against his policies, he freezes their bank accounts. So please do not tell us that Justin Trudeau was trying to appreciate another Punjabi here. He was not doing that. He was playing his politics. What pains me here that a renowned Indian artist, a Punjabi artist, was being used as a political tool by a terrorist sympathizer. That is what pains us all here. So do not push this debate into a direction where it doesn't belong. Please, I urge you.
He wants to fuel a Hindu-Sikh, a Hindu-Muslim divide by carrying out such attacks through social media. You look at the profiles, 90% of them are fake. They are not in their own name.
Who wants to fuel? Gurtej Singh, what are you saying?
These are fake profiles.
The BJP is calling it mischief on Justin Trudeau's part.
I'm saying, you please. So it is not BJP or Congress. It is neither about any party. It is about you. You just go and read the tweet first.
I have read the tweet, sir. I have read the tweet's reaction. You are missing the sentiment and the sinister design behind what many people believe could be an innocuous tweet. It is not. Puneet will tell you why this is a dangerous trend and a dangerous stunt by Trudeau. Yes, Puneet.
Okay, Jayama Bharti. So 2 points. I will give you a perspective that's probably not seen, right? So the first thing is Diljit Dosanjh. And I like Diljit. Last year there was some campaign against him in some Khalistani. And if you go, I was the person who came out most forcefully in his defense, right? So I like Diljit. I recently went to his concert here, actually in New York. And it was sold out and the ticket was $450, right? And I listened to what he was saying. So I like Diljit, but what he's singing? He's saying, Jat has like 9 like necklace, Jat's girl, Jat's car, Jat takes the revenge, Jat. And you know what they are singing? You go to, for example, Gujarat, like you have Patels, it's the farming community. If basically they are saying like the Punjabis have no culture. Because these ideas, ye thanedar bhaga diya, ladki utha li, dekh bhai ke paas kitna paisa, dekh mera kitna sona chada hua. These are what he's singing. It's basically pre-civilizational. And like some Bhindramala has bitten him. Like he is singing. And it's not that Punjabis don't have culture. You see the space mission. It's built by a Punjabi, Satish Dhawan. You see IM. It is like a Tandon. His book is here.
No, I get that, Puneet. I want you to tell Mr. Gurtej Singh why Justin Trudeau.
He will not. Please let me complete. He will not understand, but I'm just saying. So it's like, you see Gurdas Man, what he's singing. So actually it's very dangerous. And I'm talking about Justin Trudeau, for example. Justin Trudeau said, multiculturalism is our superpower. I live here and I'm fighting Khalistani. Like I'm in this research in Sikhi. If in academia, and they cannot play like Jats are oppressed because, this is the community that controls the religion, that controls the politics, that controls the media, everything. But you see, like if there is one Jat that I can say, okay, I can learn something from him. He was actually a Canadian Jat. You would have never heard his name. His name was Jeevan Singh Deol. And, he was oppressed so much by these Jatwadis and Khalistanis that he left the field and escaped because of this multiculturalism that Trudeau is trying to do here. And if you read you can find, if you try really hard, you can find some of his interviews of Jeevan Deol.
Right.
And he's saying, we should integrate and we should not bring this tribalism that is bringing here. So Justin Trudeau, this is not superpower. He is bringing the most aggressive values from here and he's bringing blood foods from here. And what you said is exactly right. He's not. So you talk me any Khalistani who was a rapist, and this is not what Puneet Sani is saying, who has done like mass murder, all these people who killed 500 to 1,000 people, or these people who did suicide bombing, all their relatives are in Canada. This is the multiculturalism they are doing. They are
so in the name of diversity, Justin Trudeau is condoning terror. He's emboldening them, giving them shelter, patronage, and there is a culture of total immunity. You can do what you want. You can valorize the killers of Indira Gandhi. But you see, all this is diversity. This is liberty. I want to bring in Syed Asad Abbas. Syed Asad Abbas, can we divorce what Justin Trudeau has done today from the usual pandering of the Khalistanis in Canada? Straightforward question.
I've always believed, Pranesh Saab, that with great power, there's great responsibility and equal accountability. Be it a fantastic world-renowned artist from India like Diljit Dosanjh, or even a politician like Justin Trudeau. I've always believed, in fact, I'm one of the biggest fans of Diljit Dosanjh there. Many of his concerts world over, he's worn t-shirts which have written as Punjab da Puttar. He's also worn t-shirts with the emboldening of Proud Punjabi, Pure Punjabi. To me, I take great belief in the fact that Punjab is India and India is Punjab. The fact is, my friends like Tushar Gupta are experts in making issues, non-issues, non-issues, issues. The fact is, Punjab will always be India, India will always be Punjab, and there is absolutely
so where is the dispute here? Syed Asad Abbas, what are you saying? What is the dispute here? What are you addressing? Where is the dispute? Who is stopping Diljit Dosanjh or any proud Punjabi from wearing a t-shirt or anything else that they want? I asked you what Mr. Trudeau has been up to.
My answer has been clear. It's very unfortunate that you're not able to decipher.
Yeah, I am not able to decipher. Tushar, did you understand what Syed Asad Abbas said?
I don't
No,
need
Syed
Tushar's
No, you
needs to
need
understand that
comprehend.
Punjab is India and stop making issues out of non-issues. India is Punjab and Punjab
Okay,
is
this
India.
is a non-issue.
Many
You
times
see,
Diljit Dosanjh calls
which is
himself
why
a proud
Mr.
Punjabi.
Abbas,
That means
I,
he is
I
proud
had
Indian.
1 minute. I knew that you would say this, which is why I asked you, can you divorce what Trudeau has done today from what he has done in the past? His pandering to the Khalistanis. I asked you that.
I will answer now. I was one of the first on Times Network who condemned Justin Trudeau when it came to the attack on the Indian High Commission. When it comes to supporting a terrorist like Niger, I condemn Justin Trudeau. Where we need to condemn their wrong acts, we need to do that. But in this case, when he's mentioned...
So you tell me, I am glad. Now we are talking. Mr. Abbas, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Continue, sir.
1 minute. No, 1 minute. I am glad you have condemned Justin Trudeau because he backed Niger. Now, can such a man be trusted in the name of diversity? Look what he's soft peddling. That's the question.
I will answer. Okay, according to you, is Punjab part of India or not?
There is no dispute in that, Syed Asad Abbas. What are you saying?
So therefore, what is wrong in the tweet, sir?
I'll tell you what is wrong. No, 1 minute. For you, this is funny.
When you believe
No, 1
Punjab
minute.
is a part
Syed
of
Asad
India.
Abbas, I'll tell you, for you it may be funny, for us, or for most of us it is not. Because Khalistanis get shelter in Canada. Do you know the kind of commentary and the posters they put up? Perhaps you see, or perhaps you are unaware. And because you are sounding unaware, Tushar will once again emphasize the point what the Khalistanis have been doing in Canada, and they operate with total impunity. Tushar.
On time.
Mr. Abbas, Pranesh, here's the problem. Mr. Abbas, please, you've spoken. Mr. Abbas, you've spoken. You've spoken. You know, Pranesh, people like Mr. Abbas do not understand what goes on in Canada in the name of protest when it comes to certain members of the community. They are running around attacking the consulates. They are demonizing one of India's former prime ministers who comes from the Congress party. So this is not about Indian politics. This is about what Trudeau allows to be done under his watch in Canada. Do you see the kind of placards they have for Indira Gandhi? For the late former Prime Minister, they ridicule her sacrifice for the country. Is that what you find funny here, Mr. Abbas? You are asking me if Punjab is a part of India. Sir, मैंने तुहानू दसन दी लोड़ नहीं है Punjab India दा part है कि नहीं है. I come from the state and I'm proud of it. But I'm trying to tell you here what people like Trudeau are doing. This is not what Dosanjh is doing, or this is not about what Dosanjh said. This is about what people like Trudeau are doing in the name of their domestic politics. This is about people like Trudeau keeping the regional identity above the national identity to peddle their agenda, which is you're not understanding. How hard it is to understand that a prime minister who allows anti-India activities to happen on his soil, under his watch, under his jurisdiction, is using a renowned Indian Punjabi artist to further his own political agenda ahead of the elections, to appease to a certain vote bank, to appease to a certain party on whose his political existence depends. Tell me, Mr. Abbas, what is so funny about it? What is so funny about an Indian Prime Minister's sacrifice being ridiculed?
Of course, please answer. You have to answer, sir.
Can I answer? Can I answer? Thank you very much, Pranesh, for the time. Tushar Gupta, according to that myopic logic of yours, then you can also add on that Diljit Dosanjh, world famous artist, is hugging a terror sympathizer. Would you agree with me? What kind of logic are you using, sir? Would you put Diljit Dosanjh as a hugger of a terror sympathizer? Answer me, Tushar Gupta. Answer me.
Mr. Abbas still doesn't get. This is not about Diljit Dosanjh. Are you?
You are born
No,
here.
Mr. Abbas, you're the one who doesn't get it. You are the one who doesn't get it. Do you agree that Trudeau is using Diljit Dosanjh to peddle his own politics?
Your logic is wrong.
Okay.
It's absolutely
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You need to
RP
understand.
Singh, let me
So
bring
why
in
don't you
Sardar
take
RP Singh. 1
50%
minute.
then?
Sardar RP Singh will answer you. Syed Asad Abbas, you asked a question. Sardar RP Singh will answer you.
Abbas Saab, India is an ancient nation. India is a nation which has a long, deep culture. It's a cultural state. It's not union of states. This is a notion which has been built by people like Trudeau, Rahul Gandhi and Amritpal Singh Khalistani. They say India is union of states. They forget that Maharaja Ranjit Singh Ji, when gave gold to Golden Temple, Harimandir Sahib, same equivalent to the same gold he gave to Kashi Vishwanath also, because for him Punjab was not a union of the Indian state, because for him India is Bharat is a cultural state. This is the reason we are opposing his saying Punjab. He could have said India. He is targeting a particular mindset, he is targeting a particular vote bank, and he is doing it because of his political compulsion, because he knows the day he stops doing this, he will be out of power. The people who are supporting him are the staunch Khalistani. Please go through Jagmeet Singh's social media handles and you'll understand what sort of background he comes from, what sort of ideas he acknowledges and what sort of ideas he promotes. Then you'll understand that his writing
Ahmad
has a reason.
Ahmad Ayaz, I want to bring you in. You've been listening to this debate patiently, intently. And you always speak your mind, Ahmad Ayaz. Now, take 20 seconds more, but answer this question honestly. Do Khalistanis have a safe haven in Canada? Yes or no?
No, I will give some response to certain points. One is that as long as Prime Minister visiting this Diljit ahead of concert, I don't personally feel there is anything much, because he being a very renowned singer, and I don't think there is anything wrong in that. And even there also is nothing wrong if having called him as a Punjabi, knowingly that Punjab is in India, and it does not mean Punjab as an isolated state. Right. It is part of, it is within the India, so it is Indian Punjab.
Point taken.
So then third,
let me ask you a second question.
So far as Justin PM's anti-India stance is concerned, his act depends upon as to what is the country being, how the country is being governed, what are the rules being followed there, and then about all these matters. And then second, how
what are you trying to say, Ahmad Ayaz?
That country has a relation, what are the diplomatic relations of that country with that of India?
1 minute. So, which part of 1 minute. Which chapter in the book of diplomacy tells you to soft pedal terrorism? Now, don't say that, this is the Pakistani chapter of diplomacy. Don't tell me that. The Canadian Parliament led by Justin Trudeau, 1 minute, sir, stood up in silence for Harjeet Singh Nijjar, a wanted terrorist. Will you stand up on this show and condemn Justin Trudeau for doing that?
Anything anti-India is unacceptable.
This was not anti-India. What I just said, was this anti-India or not? June 18th, if I am not wrong with the date. June 18th is when the Canadian Parliament led by Justin Trudeau paid its homage to Nijjar the terrorist. Will you condemn it, sir? You stand up like the Canadian MPs did in Canadian Parliament. Stand up and condemn Justin Trudeau.
That's what I told you. If there is anything,
where is the if here?
India, it is
where is the if here? Ahmad Ayaz Saab.
Yes, it is No, I say I keep it open. I keep it
why
open.
Are you keeping it open? No, why are you keeping it open? Why are you keeping it open? Why are you keeping it open?
Because
who was Burhan Wani?
With an idea
was Burhan Wani a terrorist or not?
No,
was Burhan Wani a terrist or not?
With an
you want to keep it open?
No,
you want to keep that question open? Was Burhan Wani a terrorist or not?
Why I wanted to?
Ahmad Ayaz Saab, अब आप फंस गए, अब आपको जवाब देना पड़ेगा. Was Burhan Wani a terrorist? Yes or no?
Pranesh, don't go back. The person who are already dead. Please don't discuss that.
No. This is not about an ordinary person. Was Burhan Wani a terrorist or no? No. 1 minute, sir. Answer that question. Burhan Wani क्या था? Was he a terrorist?
You say I am not. It is not me to decide.
Of course,
what. It is again the.
There you go. You will not decide on Burhan Wani. You
No,
will
I
not
will not
decide
make
on
you
Burhan
decide.
Wani,
No,
but
how
you will
can I
hand
say?
out, you and
No,
your
how can I
ecosystem,
say
Ahmad
who
Ayaz,
is what?
will hand
No,
out
Pranesh,
certificates to other people
Pranesh,
and
how
say
can-
democracy is dead
how can-
after
no,
boycotting
Pranesh,
polls in
no,
Jammu and
no,
Kashmir.
certificate.
All of you talk about
Pranesh,
democracy. Here you
Pranesh,
can't take a position on terrorism.
Pranesh,
Ahmad Ayaz.
Pranesh, our position is very clear, but to call someone what is he doing, how does I know or you
What
know
was
sitting in home? It is again the agencies.
Did you know
who
about
have to
Osama bin
decide
Laden?
Who is doing
1
what?
minute.
Who is
Osama
to be
bin
dealt
Laden,
what
what was
will be
he?
conducted how?
Was he a
It's
terrorist?
again the agencies which we have.
Agencies.
There in the government. We have
Do you
the
know?
agencies
No,
to
what
declare about
Pakistani
who is
agencies are doing
what.
in
It's not
Kashmir
me
or have been
alone.
doing in
Me,
Kashmir?
sitting at
Stop
home
this. No,
to
this is
declare
a
who is doing
dangerous
what.
game, Ahmad
Again,
Ayaz.
coming back
Stop
to this,
playing this. I'm
Justin,
telling you, you're
Act.
playing with fire, Ahmad
If
Ayaz. Do not do this.
anything done
And
against
Gurtesh Singh, you
India
keep your
or,
hand down. I'll come to you.
being
1
done
minute.
by him
I'll
is
come to you.
again
Tushar,
unacceptable and
let's address this problem here.
That-
This is a mindset issue. Puneet, this is a mindset issue. People are now refusing to take a stand against terror. We are going after Justin Trudeau when we have many amongst us who are dithering on terror, Tushar.
See, a terror sympathizer, someone who allows anti-India activities on their soil, someone who allows a martyred prime minister to be insulted every day on the roads of Canada, someone who allows Indian consulates to be threatened, someone who allows Indian diplomats to be attacked, he will be questioned, he will be scrutinized, he will be questioned again and again. These people may not like it, but sorry, we are not here to give a free pass to Justin Trudeau. Under his watch, in the last 5 years, we've seen enough anti-national, anti-India activities being carried out. These people may have a problem with the BJP. I understand that, Pranesh.
And
they
this is
hate for
not
the
about the
BJP.
BJP or the Congress. This is about
Exactly.
our country. Indira
Exactly.
Gandhi's
That's
killers
the
were
point.
being glorified, and Syed Asad Abbas still wants to give a clean sheet to man who took no action against the people who were taking out that tableau. I don't know what to say. Ahmad Ayaz, there you go. Two direct questions to Ahmad Ayaz, and he has gone. He could not take a position. Shouldn't Mr. Trudeau's administration have taken action against those who glorified the killers of Indira Gandhi? Syed Asad Abbas.
I will answer that. Beat Indira Gandhi, beat the Indian High Commission, beat all the terror sympathizing of activity on your channel, on Navika Kumar's show, I have condemned Justin Trudeau.
Great.
Also,
I applaud you.
I
applaud you. But in the same breath, Syed Asad Abbas, listen, in the same breath, then you must, you call out the machinations of this man.
I will call out. Okay, give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Pranesh. The fact is, I'm not giving a clean sheet. Now, the fact is, I'm here to expose the duplicity and hypocrisy of people like Tushar Gupta, who have absolutely no problem with Diljit Dosanjh, who is bowing down his head with respect, who is hugging a terror sympathizer. There they are quiet, lip on the mouth. In your logic, if you have a problem with that tweet, why don't you have a problem with Diljit Dosanjh, who is hugging a terror sympathizer?
No, so you have problem with Diljit Dosanjh, but you won't. That's the problem. You have problem with Diljit Dosanjh, but you won't take a position against Justin Trudeau. What can I say? I leave it to the people to judge. We'll have to move on.